What's going on, guys? We are back with another video, and for today I got my best 4 NBA plays and 1 college football pick for the games on Saturday. So excited to jump into this one. I put a lot of time and effort and energy into this video. I've been researching for a while. So guys, do me one favor, do yourself a favor. Go down below in the comment section. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to me, and drop a comment. Because when you do that, not only, of course, do you get access to my videos every single day, and I'm one of the first people, if not the first person every single day to post these on YouTube for the last 2 years, but you also get entered into our signed Puka Nacua jersey giveaway. You literally have like 7 days left to enter this giveaway. We're giving it away on December 1st or December 2nd. It'll be announced in one of the YouTube videos. Every video you comment on is another entry, so please go take advantage as soon as you guys can. Anyway, we're going to jump into it. Yesterday's picks, we smashed Donovan Mitchell's over. Unfortunately, does look like we're going to miss on the Zion play, and then the Steph Curry one has not started yet, but I wanted to get this video out for Saturday for you guys early. So that is the recap for yesterday. It looks like a miss. Either way, we're going to jump into it. As I told you, I put a lot of time and energy. The last thing I have to say is if you guys have not joined up inside our Discord, this is where we send our absolute best plays every single day. For those of you that don't know, we have over 23,000, almost 24,000 people inside the group now. We send picks for PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball, you name it. We send picks for it inside this group. And inside here, we are up over 767 units since we launched in March of 2024, which is about like 19 months ago. And that also means if you bet 10 bucks a slip, you're up 7.6 grand. All of that is third-party tracked and third-party verified on Pikkit as well under the username @Banjo. You can see there's tons of misses on here, but there's also tons of hits. And in the long run, we are really damn good at what we do. I'll never tell you there's guarantees, but you will not find a better group out there than us. We do full refunds. It's normally $100 a month. We do giveaways every single week, and you can see our clients spamming winners in the chat. I just did an interview on the channel the other day with a guy that made 5K in 2 weeks and got limited from Dabble. And if you're interested in joining, I actually hook up all of my YouTube viewers for completely free for 30 days. So if you're interested in getting 30 days for free, here's how you do it. Step 1, download either Underdog Fantasy or Novig with the promo code PISTONS. Step 2, spend $5. When you spend $5 on Underdog, you're gonna get 100 for free. Like literally, you use code PISTONS, you spend $5, they're gonna put 100 in your account. And they're gonna give you a Bucky Irving 1-yard special, and they're gonna give you a bunch of promos for Thanksgiving. If you already have Underdog or you don't want to do Underdog, there's an app called Novig. It's available in, I believe, 38 states right now. When you spend $5, they give you 50 for free in your account. So take advantage of both of those offers. Even if you don't want the free 30 days in our group, it is money on the table, in my opinion. So code is PISTONS. It's going to be linked at the top of the description and also pinned at the top of the comment section down below. After you sign up with our code PISTONS, just go ahead and text me a screenshot to 305-523-9692, and we'll get you inside the group for 30 days completely free, and you can leave after if you don't like it. So go ahead, take advantage of that down below, and let's jump into the plays. As I told you, I have 5 picks in this video for you guys today. Starting us off, we're going to be in the Pistons versus Bucks game, and we're going to take Duncan Robinson for higher than 15.5 PRA. And what's the breakdown here? Duncan Robinson has always been one of the best shooters in the NBA, and this season we're seeing him finally step into maybe a slightly bigger role than just what he was on the Heat. On the Heat, he was a bit of a role player, obviously got hot here and there and had his spike games, but really on this season, he's starting to break out a little bit. Last season, he only went above 15.5 in 37 of 80 games for a 46% hit rate. This season, he's hitting it in 11 of 15 for a 73% clip, averaging 17.47 a game. Head-to-head against the Milwaukee Bucks, 3 of the last 4 times as well, went above this number, of course, with the Heat. This Pistons team is feeding him, and rightfully so, because we can take a look over his last, I believe that is 11 games. He has hit this 10 times. He only missed it once. And on the right side of the screen, we can see the Milwaukee Bucks are absolutely struggling against small forwards, giving up bottom 5 in points against, bottom 6 in rebounds against, and below average in assists against. So he has an A-plus matchup. He's red hot. He hit this head-to-head against them 3 of the last 4 times, averaging 16.5. Other apps are favoring it up. He's going to be playing a significant amount of minutes, as we can see down here. 32 minutes a game on the season, which is obviously an uptick from last year, as we can see over here. 23 minutes a game with the Heat, 32 minutes a game with the Pistons, and it is paying off because he is efficient. We can see 45% from the field on the year, but that's not really the most important stat because he's really just shooting threes. He's shooting 42% from 3. All right. I think you guys get the point. He's gone above 15.5 PRA in 6 straight games against bottom 10 defenses as well, averaging 20.7 across that span. That's the first play of the day. For my second play of the day, we're just going to go to the other side of the ball and take Bobby Portis for less than 14.5 points. And what's the breakdown here? Bobby Portis has stayed below this number in 14 of 16 games this year for an 88% hit rate, averaging just 10.3 points per game. Now he's going up against a very tough Detroit defense, which is literally top 3 in the NBA, only giving up 112 points a game. Of course, yes, I'm aware that he is getting extra playing time because of injuries. That being said, even in the last 2 games with the increased playing time, against the Cavaliers, he only dropped 11, and then against the 76ers, who are definitely a weaker defense than the Pistons right now, he dropped 19. So, that being said, head-to-head against the Detroit Pistons, the last 2 times he played them, he went for 17 and 14, hitting it 1 of 2 times for a 50% clip, but he's still gone below this in 17 of his last 20 for an 85% hit rate. He's hitting at 88% this year, 58% last year. Other apps in agreement are favoring it up, and he's averaging about 21 minutes a game. As I told you, probably should get closer to 26 minutes in this one, maybe 27. And in his last 12 games at home, he stayed below this number in 10 of them, averaging 11.2, and we just need him to stay below 14.5. So I like Bobby Portis Jr. less than 14.5 points. Now, for my first college football play of the day, and my only college football play of the day, we're going to take Kaytron Allen for higher than 100 rushing yards. And let me break this one down, because Kaytron Allen has probably been our best college football player this year. I think he's won the most picks for us. So this Penn State backfield, I've gone over this multiple times on the channel. Nick Singleton was coming into this backfield a couple of years ago as the best running back prospect in the entire country coming out of high school. Kaytron Allen was obviously a great prospect as well, but not to the level of Nick Singleton. They kind of evolved into this 1A, 1B role where they were kind of like the college version of like Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. But over the last season, and I would say this year specifically, Kaytron Allen has absolutely won this backfield. We can see now that Drew Aller is gone, they don't trust the new quarterback as much. Last week, Penn State had 13 pass attempts, and they ran the ball between Kaytron Allen and Nick Singleton 40 times. 13 pass attempts to 40 rushing attempts. And you're telling me I get a home game at Penn State against one of the worst run defenses in the country, giving up 161 yards a game, and we know Penn State is a solid enough O-line. And he just dropped 181 on Michigan State, whose defense is actually better against the run than Nebraska's, and that's factoring in all the running yards or the rushing yards that was just posted on them last week. So I love Kaytron Allen to go above 100 rushing yards. I think he's going to get 20 to 25 carries in this one, and I think he's going to be able to soar above this number. So that is my third play of the day. And guys, make sure, as I said, to tail me on Underdog. When you play $5, they're going to give you 100 for free with the code PISTONS, even if you don't want the free month inside my group. And they're going to hook you up with a Bucky Irving 1-yard special, which you can add to any of your lineups. The links are going to be down below, pinned at the top of the comment section. For play number 4, we are going to be taking James Harden for higher than 7.5 assists. And what's the breakdown here? James Harden this season has played in 14 total games, and he's gone above this in 9 of those 14 for a 64% hit rate, averaging 8.64 per game. Also, we can see the Charlotte Hornets defense is bottom 5 in assists against at 29 a game. And as we all know, James Harden can obviously pass the ball really well. Last season, he went above this at a 62% hit rate. This season, a 64% hit rate. We're seeing a lot of continuity here. Over the last 2 times he played against the Hornets, he went for 10 and 7, just missing it 1 time for an average of 8.5 a game. Over the last 20, 65% hit rate, as I told you. All of these apps are favoring it up significantly. Like, take a look at this. Minus 148, minus 160, minus 220 on Hard Rock. If you can get 7.5 on PrizePicks, Underdog, Novig, take advantage. Yeah, he's averaging 14.5 potential assists a game, and the last 5 times he's played against the bottom 10 defense, he's averaging 10.2 assists and hit it in 4 of those 5. So I really like him to go above this number. That is play number 4. For play number 5, we're going to take Musa Diabite for more than 7.5 points, As you guys can see on the screen right here, he's played in 15 total games this season. He's gone above this number of 7.5 in 12 of those games for an 80% clip. We can also see over his last 5 games, he's averaging 10.2 a game with only getting 7 points against the Bucks here, but then going for 15, 13, 8, and 8. Now he goes up against the Clippers, who rank 18th overall in defense, which is below NBA average. Against centers specifically, though, it gets even worse because they're a bottom 3 defense against centers, giving up 23.1 a game. So he's going to get his minutes. He's going to be able to hopefully clear this number for us. He's already hitting it at an 80% clip on the season, and now you're telling me he gets a matchup with a bottom 3 defense against centers, and we have other apps like Fanduel, Fanatics, Fliff, all favoring it up more. I absolutely love Diabite for more than 7.5 points. The recap, all of the picks, obviously Diabite more than 7.5 points. The 2-man I just started the video with, Duncan Robinson, higher than 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Bobby Portis Jr., less than 14.5 points. Then we got Katron Allen, more than 100 rushing yards, and James Harden, more than 7.5 assists. I typically do recommend 3-mans. They are mathematically better. Some people have been requesting me. It's kind of like overflooding my inbox to do a 2-man, but I recommend doing a 3-man. If you want a 2-man, take that, but we're going to get back to the 3-mans tomorrow. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure that you're tracking your results as well on Pikkit in case you are not yet. It's a completely free app, one-stop shop. It syncs up to all your accounts. You can go ahead and download that below. Appreciate you guys all for watching, and I have a banger of an NFL Sunday video coming, so stay tuned for that. Catch you guys all in the next one.